Today in this video, we're going to study about genetic difference and human behavior. In the last video, we learned that migration or the migratory path birds choose that depends on their genetic makeup. Now, not only birds, even humans possess behaviors that are genetic dependent. Now, to understand this, first of all, we should know two terms, that is genotype and phenotype. Genotype is the genetic makeup of an organism or the genes that are present in an organism. Phenotype is the physical characteristic of an organism. Now this phenotype, it depends upon genotype. Now how an organism is made? By the fusion of sperm and ovum or egg. Now sperm carries n set of genes. Ovum or egg also carries n set of genes. With their fusion forms zygote carrying 2n set of genes. That means any child share 50% gene from their mother side and 50% gene from father. That means the coefficient of relatedness is 0.5. That means they share 50% genes from each parent. Now this is true for other relatives also. We share some portion of genes, or we have a coefficient of relatedness with other relatives also. How? A is a mother, B father, C is their child, a girl child. Now A and D, they are siblings. Now their parents are E and F. So that means this relatedness is 0.5 or 50%. Now A also share genes 50% with her father. Now D also share 50% with her father. Because A and D are siblings, that means C also should have some relatedness with D. So this relatedness among full siblings is 0.5. Full sibling means suppose A and B, they have two child, C and G. So they are full siblings. Half sibling means one parent common. On an average, they share the relatedness of 0.25%. Now, another situation is the situation of monozygotic twins and dizygotic twins. Monozygotic twins are also known as identical twins. Dizygotic twins are also known as fraternal twins. How monozygotic twins are formed? Sperm plus ova, zygote is formed. Now, this zygote, after certain number of division, they divided into two organisms. This is monozygotic. That means from single zygote only these two organisms are developed. Dizygotic means sperm plus ova. This is one zygote, and from the same parent another sperm with ova forming another zygote. So that is dizygotic, two zygotes. So monozygotic twins are more similar than dizygotic twins. And the reason is very well obvious. Now, what we mean by more similar? Their behaviors are more similar compared to dizygotic twins. Now, this behavior, till now, we learned that it depends upon genes, but environment do play a major role. That means behavior depends not only on genes, but also on the environment, on the surrounding. Because monozygotic twins, it was found that monozygotic twins, they get similar parental care, or parent treats in a similar way to monozygotic twins compared to dizygotic twins. Therefore, their behavior are more similar. Now, how to prove it? What we have to do is we have to separate monozygotic twins right after their birth to separate environment. That means they should be raised in different families to get different family experience. And after that, the behaviors that will still remain the same is genetic dependent. Whereas the behaviors that will differ is due to environmental effect. So now, similar such experiment or observation was noticed between two brothers, that is Oscar and Jack. Oscar was raised by his grandmother as Catholic in Germany, whereas Jack was raised by his father, who was a Jewish father in Caribbean island. That means now, right after their birth, the environment is very different. But after 47 years, it was noticed that some behavior, like reading magazine from back to front, liking sweet liqueurs, etc., these behaviors are same among both. That means the conclusion is it proves that genetic makeup influence behavior. The interaction between genes and environment also affects behavior. But in this video, we are only looking upon the genetic makeup or the influence of genetic makeup on behavior. We are not going towards environmental effect. So that's all for today's video. Now, one interesting question from my end for you all, that is, can you find any behavior in your family that is shared by most of your family members? Do let me know in the comment section. If you found the video informative, please do like, share and subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon for the next video notification. Till then, stay safe, stay happy.